This one.
They're all coming. This is an all-in. ropz is going to be tested on the first round of the final. Stabilizes and clicks. And Hades is down to twists as well. You're running into the aim stars. It's twist for a third run, and Spinks down. He does stand his ground, and he's still alive for a moment longer. Falls now, and it's just snappy. ropz still there, and investment from Ence trying to jostle for economic control early, and posturing mid. D has to show he was trying to show a presence, and instead he's got a face full of Rain's lead.
Yeah, well, the rest of them through middle here. ropz to be tested early.
ropz is
up and over.
In the off angle, it's perfect for both of these swings. Spots him. And does pluck Snappy mid-throw. Nade looks good, but they are pushing. Tech9 to run him down. Madden does finish his meal. Into B then. Twist still has full B stairs, and he's going to be able to deny that plant. You know Madden's going to be excited by that open B plant. He actually plants safe from stairs, but...
down tall box.
Gets it. A potential for broky to be, exposed.
Maybe a sound cue,
I think there's a potential for a sound cue. Safe from the flames and sprayed on down. karrigan provides, and that was all of Ence's potency sucked out of the round.
karrigan spammed that from over towards the sandbag position through the top, so that's massive from him because we know just how armor...
Oh, Rain's not going to let any of these guys go.
Aim map. That's a good position for Rain as well, right? Just bearing down the A ramp, just going to mow off a couple of heads, and now it's just D-Hut.
I will say, if there was one extra player you really didn't want to see having a good start to the grand final, it's Rain. Because you know ropz, you know Twist, you know broky, they will be destabilizing. If he could just hold on, did not anticipate from T-Spawn, Spinks will recover the round, and it should just be converting what Madden started. He's got 2 entry frags into A. Now, admittedly, broky is in a position where he can at least contest. But what are you supposed to do? Molotov out, decides to unload his mag and retreat.
Trying to do some damage with the U2 here. Nade, great. Molly, Nado is going to burn, but Spinks should get away with his life. Now, broky tagged on up. This is a bit more of a bonus still for FaZe here. Smoke towards short, trying to isolate some fights here. They're going to give this one a crack. They can buy into the next regardless of what happens here, so maybe damage name of the game. Bomb goes down. And maybe Twist is looking to save. They know that an AK was dropped down towards the lower deck. If they're able to scoop this one up.
Clean it up?
Looks like it might have been tossed away. We'll see
if... Spinks. Oh.
No, it's still there. Okay.
Still there.
Yeah.
I'm just blind.
No, it's hidden. Hidden in the body, in the corpse. Sometimes hard to find. A bit of treasure for broky to pick on up, and this would be nice to carry through. So Ence will draw blood into the first gun, around 3-1. And just through Madden alone right there, you see that gap smoke and the legs sticking out. One of the things now that this is adapted to the nafany smoke, we like to call it, but it's the one way that gets thrown next to the top hole for the Ts. When they jump up, they just look into the wall because the CTs now throw, a bunch of chain flashes to peer on out. Well, if you're coming through a gap smoke, immediately coming out.
And broky will have a consideration of aggression. Change of plans.
Yeah, so you can see here the Ts, they have to stand behind it. Now, Snappy's actually walked into it. He's called the bluff on this one, Snappy.
Rain in a power position. Caught off once by Madden. Will it happen again? Looks like he's actually going to leave it. The nade damage chipping away at Snappy. They are going to continue to be present on short. And the boost over towards B. So that will definitely keep that FAMAS and keep Twist planted.
Yeah, if you can get all this B lobby control early, these boosts are very, very prickly to deal with for a B defender, especially one of his loans. But here's the pressure coming. Madden blind. karrigan will get away just, and Snappy's gone down to the Molotov.
Yeah, flash exchange, but karrigan leaves with a frag.
Could just execute A here still. No dramas for Ence, even though they're down a man.
Rain living knife on the edge there. Spinks anti in order to at least be able to trade. Flash and go. karrigan blind as a bat. Rain hiding in plain sight. Good nade, but Hades does catch him, and now a missed shot from broky. This is where the dominoes start to fall. Has to retreat, playing for the retake. Hades continuing with that SG.
That'd be a save. Look how low broky is. He's already tucked tail over towards B. It's just the 2 riflers, ropz and Twist now to deal with this site, and the bomb goes down. The smoke wall's still up, and it is going to be the save call. They're backed on off out of this. Hades, absolute heroics right there.
And the flash was brutal.
I think that was what pushed broky off the line, because Rain was expecting to get a heads up. He was expecting to get a heads up there. He just got swung on, had no idea he was getting shot in the side of the head, and then the follow-up through the smoke from Hades there as he mantles into the bomb site. Beautiful stuff, and that was with losing Snappy early. So taking care of business, Ence.
I'm going to be very interested to see how many or how far this AWPers taking scoped rifles develops. You know, it's starting to become more commonplace on CT and T. But Hades works that wonderfully. You can play some of the similar roles and contribute similarly. Obviously not to the same extent. Those boys talking about experience and contrasting the playoffs. Conversions with karrigan and Snappy. Rain again, he's very stubborn about this position. Oh, that was a good wallbang. Snappy, he's crosshairs in the right place, and karrigan's so lucky to be alive. Snappy, the same, a nade lands on his toes. karrigan's missing some limbs, but still able to call, still has his vocal cords.
Rain needs to be very careful here. We know we've seen with AWP has been able to pick through the gap of Scaff, and I know there's no AWP, but still the scope of Hades might be a nuisance if he does wriggle around. Could catch a glimpse of that CT model. broky's starting to transition towards top of A now. They will have to sweep on down the ramp if they want some info, or they're putting all their faith in Rain. Now, there's not a flash to enable Rain to peek.
Normally he's left short after the smokes, but he's actually opted just to stay at the girder.
This is crazy.
He has to be cleared. He's hearing these pins pulled. And no one's ready. One and done. Bit of damage onto Diha. Extinguish on that sandbags Molotov keeps them guessing, but they aren't too deterred.
Have so much utility to execute A here, Ence.
Here they come, broky aggressive ahead of the smokes and should catch a bullet. Hades using this Krieg so effectively. Edge of the smoke for Twists does keep it competitive. 30 seconds now, and ropz is going to punish Snappy. There was no bomb on his back, but confirmation of a flank. Spinx continues to fight into the site. It's Twist now. A lot on his plate. ropz working on that flank as fast as he can. Already across the bridge. Diha to try and plant, but Spinx not ready. Molotov didn't quite spread in time. Diha yet to frag. Looking to come up clutch. No info either way. Madden, this is very early to be crawling up. At least wards off karrigan.
Giving him a lot of room to find these openings, aren't they? He's done this a lot. He's just taking us so much space on his lonesome here, Madden.
I mean, how often have we cast an entire Vertigo round where they're fighting for ramp? Madden's already up.
Yeah, and this is the thing, the A defense is already under so much pressure. If you know someone was up that crane that far already, right? Rain has to worry about this. broky's there chipping on in. That's going to put a lot more pressure on this B defense, which is apparently where Spinx is coming through mid.
ropz is clearly backing himself in a lot of his positions here. Like, that is a, it's a hard clear. Spinx is concerned about ladder, but that's the duel. Spinx v ropz, and ropz prevails. Boosting up now in pursuit of Twist. He's passive on gens. Big duel to take here for Diha. Spots him out. Twist, though. And if Twist isn't enough, karrigan's arrived as well. ropz overwatching. karrigan needs one to secure the round, and he does provide it. Twist built upon it. And just like that, Madden left, or rather Snappy, with 3 on his plate. Wait. He handled business the first time.
Bit of a timer on this. They're going to get... Oh, broky's just going to post up. I thought if they walked out mid, broky could have been transition.
Yeah, you're calling for help now. ropz drops a defensive smoke. That's good. Oh, and spot Snappy leaping into it. Will go down. Twists a bit shy of their head, and Madden, big entry impact. He's still kicking. Could find a third here. broky close quarters. Mantle's over, looking for any sort of vision, and oh, Madden lets it slip. All 3 FaZe are here, congregated and pushing. Spinx not looking. Nice work from Diha. Do you really want to go for this? Rain seems to. Hard clear on this Spinx fight. And broky, oh, he's caught Diha as well. It's starting to spiral. Only karrigan versus Snappy, the one-way very early, and karrigan is a sitting duck. Snappy plucks 2. And he's not going to stop. Immediately pulls to his smoke. He knows he can punish this. It's only broky. And he's going to have to try and find a quick level of the odds. Misses his first opportunity in the second. Costs him his life. That's a full 3K. Opens the site. Opens the round. And it should be closed. You can see Twist already on the way back. ropz hasn't left B. A Snappy single-handedly converting a 3rd round for Ence.
Yeah, just understanding how he wanted to play around those smokes, right? You saw that spam on through the scaffolding tarpaulin before, and you highlighted it. Well, he knows this one way that's being dropped from karrigan here, and he takes full advantage of it. Rain unable to adjust in time, and then broky's desperate. You're right, he wants to level the playing field, but that is great from Snappy. Look at the flick on up. Beautiful stuff from the in-game leader.
Whoo-wee! Yeah, I mean, we saw the comparison. You know, obviously, karrigan certainly got more trophies in the cabinet and certainly experience in this kind of territory, be it a best of 5 grand final. But what Snappy has over him is the individual prowess.
FaZe will get the better of this. You can see they've actually tucked out. Madden doesn't want to hang around as the smokes start to fade. So a bit of a stalemate across the map here as they are working on Twist's position.
Yeah, here comes the molly.
Has a smoke. We'll have to drop it at his toes. Can use that to get away, can even just stand and wait. Could call for a flash from broky if he rotates on over. ropz has actually responded first. broky's coming on out to help out the pack, and looking like it should be an A finish here as they're congregating towards the bottom of the forklift room. Rain and karrigan again to be tested within the mid to late rounds.
karrigan just used the last of his util, re-smoked ramp, and at the 48-second mark, that's not too shabby. It means Rain can continue to posture, throws a couple of bullets, but leads to nothing.
Here's the issue. If they play retake on the site, they have no utility to retake with. It's going to be super difficult for FaZe. Normally you want to stay in jarring positions, and oh, everyone's favorite vertigo corner has been taken up here by Rain.
If it goes overlooked, it's round winning, but it's often, I was going to say always.
I screwed now.
Screwed by the short play. Rain gets it and gets away, though. That's big. Up the site. 15 seconds. Can they contest the plant? They might be able to. Spinx is providing overwatch. And Bomb is down. It's the retreat now. Or is Snappy just going to fight his way out? Stays on the fade. Elevated. Needed a trade. And broky's doing it all. 3 kills from him. Swaps to the M4 and mows them down. Hades demanded a clutch. Doesn't call the bluff. Has to check. And does hit the first head. 2 remaining. Short anticipated. And he's dancing with both of them now. Madden will find him. broky susceptible to nades, susceptible to bullets. Madden again with contributions. Big ones. A miss from broky. Will lose the sight and likely the round. It was Spinx onto Twist that seals the deal. And now just in retreat into the save. So, you know, Ence, just when it looks like FaZe are starting to build up some consecutive rounds, 3 was the max we've seen from them. But they've been retakes, you know, like that B, half buy or well, full, what they could muster. With the man disadvantage, retaking into B really has extended their lead considerably.
Yeah, that's a key. This half is not over yet, right? One more round here from Ence, and well, maybe not even one more round. There's no money left right now for FaZe to be able to splash across. It's 1,400 as the loss, so Rain might be able to buy into something, but that's about it. I think they will go for the force buy here. This is the normal scenario that you would go for with bottom of the barrel loss bonus. Then you take an eco in the next. So this 7-4 lead that FaZe have been able to accrue early can quickly evaporate. But it's all going to come down to, like, see this position from Madden as well. With the smokes are up on the ramp, if you're able to slip across here, you can see karrigan has so many angles to worry about at that point. Instead of just worrying about Crane and that back.
Yeah, Hades got the AWP as well, so gonna have to watch his positioning. May not be ready for an MP9 in his face if they do try and take early ramp space, and that's what they're doing. Here they come. karrigan on the walks. The wall bank does tag him. Nade will be perfect for him. This is what Madden has to deal with. Has to contend with karrigan, and he still finds the frag. That is such a problem for Ence.
Getting out as well here. Good supportive flash. He can get away. They don't want to chase this one down.
Oh.
Well, number advantage here, but they still have a weapon disadvantage. Util disadvantage as well. There's a kit on broky. They are taking that space back now with 3 of them. Dha working over towards B, just making a big, loud noise about things. And this is a good setup right now. broky over towards Sandbag here. Rain has a smoke, but he won't be able to help him from this position.
Oh, Rain's going to try and time it well. broky, good for it. Still on Sandbags. He should be a dead man. The flames are there. He's strafing out. He's still alive. They may not be ready for this. He's coming to you. And D has gone too. Oh, and FaZe, a perfect
the deal. Could be a round winner.
Should be. Is, as ropz goes down. All of the double AWPs, the AK is going to be taken out of FaZe's hands, which should enable Ence to close this gap. I say that. Twist not done. A 1v4 becomes 3. Maybe save the AWP for broky.
Plenty of time to work with if he wants to hang. Okay. I thought, why not? You know, why not? It's Vertigo. Let's do something outside the box here. We're already playing on a map that we're not familiar with. But you can see over towards A, they're getting caught off by some of these awkward timings. They're not expecting the crawls within the smokes. Right, Rain got caught off there, but I guess he was the 3rd member to fall, and that's when the boat had a whole lot of leaks. But this is Twist just trying to save that AWP. Now, to find some impact back with that is going to be quite difficult. karrigan can buy, Rain can do the same. ropz is going to be on the cusp, so this is going to be a difficult round for FaZe to operate with, but they've done it once. I'm sure they can do it again. And spy back, 8-5, the score now reads. And taking a quick look at the scores on the doors, you've got Rain leading the way with 13, 11 for broky, 9 for Twist, 6 apiece for ropz and karrigan. And this is the thing, you'd keep going over towards A. I would if I was Ence. You have more success over there than you are mid and B.
Yeah, and this, the spotty round distribution. We haven't seen Ence be able to find consecutive rounds while one pair of rounds, but
now silently over towards A to the making sure they hold that shift key, not giving away any audibles. Here's the lurk smokes, and they're going to creep through. Now timing, as I mentioned, has been a problem, and here it comes again. Another opener onto A. karrigan falls once more.
Yeah, well prepared for that. Very well prepared. Manufactured gaps through utility, and broky this time responsible for short. Immediately has to turn tail, get himself into Ellie. The whole Ence squad is here. This is very early, Chad, to have 5 men committed up ramp.
It's one-way wars right now.
Okay, that's
one done.
That's A, open for business.
It's way too easy for them to stroll on up, especially if the kills are being given away. Like, I think karrigan's given up probably, what, like 3 opening deaths over towards that ramp at least so far, and it's all been on our timing. He's very rarely been looking when the bullets are coming his way.
This one was even more brutal because he's looking and flashed. Full white screen as he goes down.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Trying to get used to timings like this on a map that you haven't played a lot, Vertigo can be awkward in that regard. It is a lot about the smoke play. Who's going to take the risk? And that's normally something that karrigan's very good at, right? Is the risks within the smoke. And if you think about that right now on the CT side, it's going to get a little bit harder for them on the T side when the smokes, mollies, and flashes are coming their way, and they are going to have to try and set the pace behind them.
True. We get to see FaZe T-side Vertigo. I mean, that's going to be a treat for sure. But you know, karrigan's always been that volatile.
Execute here.
Again with this ramp control. Nafany's toes must be curling, looking at how much ramp control is given up this early. What is their go sign though, Chad?
Maybe this nade kill onto Rain. Oh, 7 HP.
So much. Oh, a missed molly. Look at that one. Little firework action as Snappy charges through. karrigan pantses him. Okay, this could get a bit sketchy. Ence, they lost one to these shaky CT buys. They cannot afford to concede another. 8-7 is a great recovery and a solid posting considered the lost pistol. Madden does open up again. This dude is consistent. 15 and 8, Chad. He's broken down the A door again. It's just this duel onto Twist from Spinks. And now poor broky, a deagle to defend his honor. Under a lot of scrutiny, a lot of heavy fire. Ooh, Diha makes it clear what they're up to, and Madden will make it 3. Hades, slightly shy, and he's been punished for it.
They're all coming to fight.
God, they all want to fight as a 1v3, essentially. And it's a fire.
Karrigan on a map like Vertigo. But a nice little update there from the sidelines. Thank you very much, Jason.
It's a very quick mid-take. Let's see how these B defenders adjust. 1xBet leans FaZe's way to no one's surprise. A deep CT smoke as they flood in. It is a 2v5 on this B site. Poor souls. Got a lot to contend with, but hit in their heads. Spinks and Madden too. broky and Twist can too. And dancing now with the Julies. Diha pistols akimbo. Hades puts Twist's legs the same. And now just karrigan. He's got a winnable play here. He's got himself a nice USP and a flashbang now with the bomb committed to B, but he has time.
They want to fight him here. They're not giving me any respect.
Ready.
Yeah, it's just a light buy here, so this is just going to get knocked on over. And this aggression down the ramp, I would be very scared of Madden so far. 18 kills already. Off to one of those tears. And Madden's one of those players, if he starts hot, right, he can have a nuclear performance. He can have these absolute bangers of games, and it hasn't necessarily been essential for Ence. But it's nice. It's nice to have.
And it was interesting as well to learn that Madden does a lot for team morale. He is the second loudest voice in that team.
Also contributing a lot, Snappy was saying, right? In terms of with the calls. So ropz has found a kill, but that's it. That's all this guy. There's a lot of angles that he has to be concerned with here. Smoke out from Madden.
Just as Rain arrives. And playtime's cancelled.
He has to worry about sandbag here.
Yeah, and that's what Hades is occupying. Oh, was occupying. Rain with a big spray, doubles up, straight through the smoke. Snappy none the wiser.
This is a risk here from Rain.
Spinks, he's only got a FAMAS, but 50 HP for Rain. Rolls in and knocks his head off. Finally, Madden will silence the Viking, but the space has been taken. broky's already on default. And a second smoke, perfect time, can peek over the top of that. Crouch is perfect from Madden, but still caught out. And that is clinical from FaZe.
The timing on that was naughty, wasn't it? broky scoured up on the left side smoke. There's the right side dropped. He used that because you're not expecting anybody up close and personal in that kind of scenario. So Diha...
in their day, they're both staring into the sky. If Diha wants info, there is a flash to facilitate that. Cutting noise, hoping for an overextension. A quick jiggle out of Diha and he's dead. Oh,
Oof.
that's a bit of an oopsie.
Yeah, that's heard. Calling for the flash now, I think.
You'd imagine, but Spinks is being very reserved with it. Juggling some nades, Spinks holds on to his, and oh wow, Diha just does it on his own. Does it dry. Ill-advised, because Twist has got 2. Now he doesn't have the bomb. We'll have to go back for that. 30 seconds, anticipating a flank, and it is on its way. Molly could be good. Where do you place that? Already, Jens is occupied. Twist thinking it through. Does force Madden back a little. Still gets the info. 2 here in the flank as well. Hades crawls. It's a good headshot angle. He's threatening. You don't. Forced to watch as the rest of the squad maneuver into B. They can boost over that.
Yeah, this is on the fly maneuver here. He can stand and Twist can just mantle straight on top.
Threatening, and down goes Spinks. A huge response. They've managed to level the playing field, and there's so much time. Diha, at this point in time, calls for Madden.
They're not ready for this.
Oh, perfect. Off the flash, but Twist does respond. More damage from him. Runs into the flames, but ropz is there. More confirmed. Hades under a lot of pressure here. 2v3, 1v3, Hades.
So setting up as a bit more of a unit here, Ence. It's not just stand and deliver on your lonesome, especially with the pack that just boosted Spinks up towards middle.
Oh, gap. Exploitable. Should have one. Oh, Rain, good movement.
Again.
Jumps away. Hades reveals the M4, but Spinks down in mid. The pressure now mounting. ropz rejoins the pack on A. Madden to surge and get that info mid, but it's Hades that needs this frag, and Rain's too drilled, too prepared. MP9 can't even finish the job. It's Rain again. Raining down Terra on Ence, and this was a force.
He's just putting himself in positions where he can aim map here, Rain, right? Just stand, deliver. Hit some big shots. Speaking of big shots, that's one out of Diha, so something back at least. And Rain being low, but the bomb should be going down momentarily as they chop and change the strat over towards B. They're in. Diha. Oh!
He's not ready for that one. Strafes around, and ropz already tucked in, but he's hit some scorches. Maybe Madden could make it even more costly.
It's closer than they expect for his position here on Twist if they want to drop it. He can always extinguish himself here, Diha. Flash, no info taken yet. But they are coming. Snappy's very removed from this.
Yeah, Hades can't really do much either. Diha, this is his chance. This is his moment to shut down the FaZe, run. They haven't checked him. This is dreamy. This is perfect. And he will take the first. Rain shut down. The trade not there because Hades will provide the support. This could go wrong. Karrigan looking for his 4th kill.
Nade could do it.
It should. Karrigan on his head, and Snappy makes him dead. 11, and it was the expectation.
Still going B. Spinks can unravel this. I know he's low, right? But one here onto Rain, who is also low coming up. Great clear from ropz.
Perfect, and Spinks does manage to deliver in that close angle for the 1. It's Madden. Molotov spreads, twists, beheads. And yeah, this looks like it might have petered out. Not much more to be said about this one.
I can't believe they're pulling off a round with a smoke and a molly late after they've taken so much damage here as well. So all of that really coming back to hurt Ence in this, and well, wanting to hold on to their guns. It's just Diha with the MP9, and he's going to lose that. Another great shot there from ropz, looking mechanical as ever.
Isn't he?
Up to 15 now, and poor Snappy, he's been stuck on A, completely removed from the pack here. 9 kills to his name.
Let's see how ropz takes these angles. So first, glances headshot, swings through potential crane. Then we'll be worried about Sandbag as he gets up on the box. Oh, hello. Information. Plenty. Snappy trying to save.
They are trying to chase him here. The push from Karrigan and Twist is coming. Instead to defend against A.
Hades. He's being run down. Rain should have him. Oh, he does. Catches him on the sandbags, runs him over, and oh, Ence, the air sucked out of their side of the studio. It could fall apart. ropz caught through an aggressive mid. Madden has to continue to be their hero, and he has found Karrigan. Rain should be good, and is for the trade. Makes it his 2nd in the round. 15 looms. Nice nade from Diha. A 2v2 now. Think it through. Retake smoke dropped already, and he's going through. Spinks is not going to be ready for this. And Rain's already caught 1. Broky's gotten across, so on the fade, it's a hard clear for Spinks, and he's just not looking. Distracted, eventually surely executed, mentally out, checked out. And so they know that this indicates a A big leg up in the series for this grand final.
If Ence are able to get back into this final, not only map number 1, right? But if they're able to get back in, if they win the next map and we're all level, then there's no dramas. But it's so difficult for a young team, a team who's not used to being in the grand finals. It's going to be hard to do.
And you know in the prep they're not talking about Vertigo. That veto happened earlier today. Probably been on their minds ever since.
And even if you were talking about Vertigo, what are you meant to prep?
Yeah, true.
Don't know what FaZe are doing.
Zero.
Got no idea.
ropz got to get some help into mid this time. Oh, he lost his stepping stool.
Another way to jump on up. So up and over the box using the one way of the smoke. Good elevation here for ropz to clear on out. They're splitting B.
Yeah, spotted, but executes twist. Swung on by Rain, 26. The dude has got his farmer's hat on, and he's still not dead. Trying to pluck the backpack. ropz and Rain both combine, and it seems like Ence's days are numbered. Snappy to try and be the hero. Rain low. Will he be cleared? Distracted now by broky. Wow, great shot. And now it's Snappy that contributes. karrigan trying to fight his way back into the site. Oh, spotted. Should go down. No, he takes out Snappy. Madden now in the clutch. He doesn't have a kit. He's been so good for Ence. But he's looking
battle, needs some help from his teammate, pulls Spinks into his death. They know Dia's here as well. There goes Madden, and this pistol round is collapsing oh so quickly for Ence.
That was one of the most inaccurate pistol battles we've seen. Neither player really
shout out to Dia
for it, but Dia recovers that time back toward the sandbags, gets 2 with the USPs at closer range. Twist was a clean and concise headshot. And you said it was collapsing for Ence. However, it suddenly turned. broky's got to get back into a better position with that bomb as he went forward to find a kill. Hades is the one trying to take the peaks and do the damage. They know Dia's still towards sandbags. How much damage is on him? Indetermined, because they haven't been able to call that position from the short pipe. This is a problem. broky's going to try and battle it off. He's aware. He wants that USP as well, and he's going to go the long way around. He's only got 23 HP. Hades on 89. Oh, he's double-styled this. broky, man, this is so sick from him. Starting to use his mind over matter to win out rounds. No kit in play, so he knows he's got the time to keep him off the bomb. Doesn't need to overcommit to the peak too soon, but does have to check it, and Hades looks back.
By ropz. Another boost up, this time able to manage it, but they need to get some kind of production. Rain gets tagged down to 57, but no kill quite yet for Ence.
Yeah, that smoke, it's fine if you're on the level ground, but as soon as you're boosted up, it's just easy to see through and spot the head. They couldn't land the head shot per se, but it is Dia again that's going to be challenged. He'll get up on top of the pallets. Sight stack. Madden already jumping in. Madden already trying to hold that off. Dia's got 1. Wanted to try and transfer over toward the barrels. Knew that they were going to be wrapping inside of the site, but the Molotov down. He couldn't get there. Spinks still holds the nerve and holds the line. Hades, well done from above to find ropz, but Rain, the one with the deagle, not with a weapon, is already on the flank, unfortunately. As you can see from down below, Madden staring in that direction. In that position, but I don't even think he spotted him.
It's just a good position to get information as the CT side. Now, the tough part is he can no longer fall back into the bomb site, and there's a time limit on this. Twist is going to turn the corner any second. Yeah, nice, easy kill as Spinks is just waiting for them to cross in. All the noise, all the attention towards the main choke point. ropz is going to get another, and with unarmored pistols, like, FaZe just picks them apart. One by one.
Yeah, that's brutal. That hurts. This is not the way you want to turn things around. Trying to get that last gun down, they'll send the pistols after it. Rain could still justify perhaps sending his Tech 9 in that direction, because not only would, and he is going to do it, he's at the barrels, not only would he potentially get Madden, but there's other rifles in that site. Ooh. But that's fine. Again, you can see it. The M4 on the ramp, even if he doesn't get that kill, he wants to get the gun and get out if Madden runs away. If he does die, whatever, they've got the round secured.
Yeah, it's all good. karrigan and Twist. Actually, karrigan runs all the way back to the bomb just in case there was some kind of a kit in play. Some kind of individual positions are going to go, but karrigan's got to know a little bit about a lot of things. broky boosted up. He spots one, but you're not going to get that shot.
No, you're not. You could potentially, if he's going to stay there, he's so desperate for it. He's got the information. If he keeps spotting it, the one thing they could do is Twist could take the fight, but he doesn't know anyone else is closer. You could go for the party boost.
Get out. I can't believe he actually went for that. What a madman.
The balloon boost we used to see, you could actually spot that position from, but you got to clear mid to do it first, and yeah, broky gone down. They get a little bit overzealous, I think, with that positioning.
Yeah, and interesting as well. Like they never even considered that there was a player close up, despite the fact that he was spotting someone. That's an I wouldn't say like a super common setup, but it does happen frequently. Rain gonna even things up in a 4-on-4, down to 24 HP. Snappy has the deagle, one of the weaker weapons. He's got the headshot under ropz. They've been whittled down. karrigan to half HP, Rain to 24 health, and the defense is starting to shift over.
So Hades supports from jungle. Madden tries to get up close, but 2 AKs firing back through the wall and twists. He goes right around toward the catwalk. It's just Spinks, 1 on 3. Low HP. Confirmed certainly on Rain. Karrigan's damage undetermined, but now is confirmed and taken down, and Spinks knows he's got.
That also puts Hades in a really awkward position. This is really tough for him to deal with. Yeah, as you can see, as he slides out, just missed the timing on it. Spinks, he's got 1. He knows long is an issue. He's got a long time. There's the bounce from ropz. He's able to get 2, actually, and broky finds the player at dice boxes, and that's it. It's all over. Snappy's going to eventually go down into 1 versus 4. I was going to say at the start of this round,
he may have caught out Rain. Broky might have just saved Rain's life as he was setting up for a smoke inside of the site. Fortunately, we had a babysitter on the scene. The other nationality duplicated, therefore, is a pair of poles. Hades and Dia on the end side. ropz already in catwalk is going to start to clear and hold the stairs, the smoke out. Pretty clean and concise take right now from FaZe. Twist's going to be planting the bomb. So this should be another round to go 4-2 for FaZe. Nice shot.
interesting with that buy in the last round from Ence, that complete force-up. Slow to get guns back in their hands. FaZe is going to have a 4-2 lead before the rifles come back out for Ence. They're going to have to get started right away. Madden and Spinks in the underpass just waiting. Nobody from FaZe really has to challenge anything. They don't care whatsoever. Everyone's going to evacuate back towards T spawn. Broky looking like he wants to stat pad, and he gets punished. That's what happens when you play, you know, at times a little bit arrogant. It happens. Good kill from Madden to find the deagle headshot, but that AK-47, Rain's going to make sure that's not going to in here quick with utility. The op can't do much, and certainly the 6 HP won't want to commit a whole lot either. Excuse me. He moves all the way out towards truck, just seeing what he can get. Oh, he's got one. And Madden.
They aren't actually committing to anything yet. Bomb's still back toward their spawn. ropz holding it, trying to bait out some reaction from the CTs. They've got one, but it's not favorable. Spinks comes to the bathroom, and he's cleared both karrigan and twists.
I don't think Twist ever expected him to come back at it. Good little hop from Rain over the crosshair of Snappy. Now the B-bomb site under pressure. Bomb on ropz's back is going to follow it up, and broky's coming in with the AWP as well. Now there's no nades. There's no nades for this FaZe side of things, so there's going to have to be some straight up duels, and I think they're trying to find the timing of when this rotation comes. Trying to get someone from Ence to start peeking into the bomb site, excuse me. Broky's going to throw a smoke into the site. There's Rain peeking out. Madden just wanted to know where they were, and he gets his head removed into a 3-on-3.
So one in window, that's been called. One at jungle, that has been revealed as well. But broky has so much work to do to try and figure out exactly where they're going to go inside of that smoke position. Bomb recovered. AWP's not going to peek because they want the second player closer. They want Spinks to get in a position to be able to capitalize. Should broky, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! Get that close. He actually... FaZe obviously don't have the weapons to work with, don't have a lot of utility. Just trying to find picks and optimism. We know they've won rounds with lesser weapons in this series, in this game even. But that was over toward the B site, and this time the focus is on A. The scary one for me, Jason, is just how aggressive Spinks wants to be. Sure, he went down last round, they got saved by Snappy, but ever since he started trying to take away map control, and unlike the first few rounds where FaZe could kind of fall into defaults and setups with both sides, he's putting them under pressure.
Yeah, we saw this in the game yesterday, and obviously we've seen it in Ence for some time as this team has kind of climbed the ranks of Counter-Strike, is just fearless. I mean, you think him, if you were watching the Vertigo game that we just witnessed, Madden on that T side was just willing to walk up A ramp as well. These guys aren't scared of taking fights. Spinks is eventually going to go down. There's that Rain deagle. Can't get the last one. Hades is left all alone to hold the fort. He's got 2, and ropz cannot connect to that deagle. Even
low. 2 red players inside of the site, but they've got backup. Spinks as well is going to leap out of heaven. Try and get closer. They've extinguished the Molotov. Where was it thrown from? Checks close. Rain almost overlooked it, but does get the kill to Snappy. He's trying to play a little bit cheeky, given his HP. Bomb is down. ropz is trying to run 25 seconds. Shot out Snappy. Dynamic and aggressive. Spinks once more behind. Did they even detect that? Okay,
oh, they know.
Oh, I was gonna say, it looked like with the sound of the smoke extinguishing flames, I thought maybe somehow the silencer isn't revealed, but Twist will turn back. A little slower to react than perhaps I was expecting. But they'll get a gun for it. Twist's happy to have that M4 in his hand. Broky peeks out Monster, sees 2 players pushing it, so they have that information. How do they try and take advantage of it? They're going to challenge it. They're going to wrap in behind them, and karrigan spars off with the Tech 9. Never mind rotating away. Never mind trying to get the other side of the map. They're just going to go, but they may not know. Having already killed 1 on the push and 2 in the site, that Dia was also in place on jungle. He's got a kill from his teammate in Hades as well, and we're back down to a 2-on-2. karrigan has the M4, which Twist had pulled from them, but it's lost. And broky, the one that wasn't planting, is trying to rotate around but can't pick up anything to work with. Deagle in hand. He knows there's guns down on the inside of Monster, but doesn't dare push through that tunnel now. Hades gonna smoke it off. They're just gonna get on this. Nothing broky can even do. It's 9-4. Overpass team, but this is a deficit that might be hard to overcome when they've got players like Spinks that have just been stealing map control away from them.
Pistol round's huge. Pistol round's everything. Good kills coming out. Oh, all three of the opening going toward FaZe. Diha almost able to respond back. ropz is gushed up, and I think Diha actually needs to press the issue a little bit here, but he's going to sink away. Snappy found one meanwhile. Karrigan's got the line. He's gushed up. All of a sudden, this is doable, but look at the flank. It's Rain. It's all on Rain.
Rain's absolutely sneaking in. Despite that the bomb goes down, they'll allow that to happen because they know he's trying to get into a position, and they can't afford to go down and let them sneak out of his sights. They have, though. They have gotten into pit. They've covered off. Sandbags, no idea. Rain, oh, the Deagle. He normally nails those in one bullet. A little bit less with the USP, but now Snappy, I think he's a question knowing his answer. Stuck inside of the pit. Oh, the answer a little more twisted and complicated than I would have thought, but Karrigan's the right direction, but a little bit too soon. Won't spot anyone yet working toward the site. Now he will. They double the position. He's good for one.
Good for 1.5, really. He got the tag onto Hades as well, through the headshot on Madden.
Certainly benefit the other weapons. Both the M4s, the FAMAS, and not least of which the MP9, which we know loves to run and gun, and Karrigan is very good at it. Rain's gonna slide back into the corner at the bathrooms, needs to be worried about utility as flashes Rain out from his teammates. Only looks for the first, though. He went down to the second. They expected more presence at long. That gives Dia a bit of a
ropz in the stairs. Turns away, but he does have broky there in support to help keep that space. Gonna be an easy kill. Snappy never considered it. Just 3 remaining. Spinks, Diha, and Hades.
Hades was slow peeking up toward ropz, and I was gonna say that Deagle can definitely be deadly in that position. Not ready for the second position, though, of Rain, who comes out from the bathrooms. And poor Diha, all by his lonesome.
All by himself.
You gonna hang out inside the smoke? That's a magic trick and a half. All right, that's cool.
He's previously, one of the things we really enjoyed watching from Ence, though, is their ability to change things up, throw a bunch of different looks at you. Look at the fast pace with the Tech 9. It's done so well. Karrigan's going to hold on, though. Twist adds one as well. Over at the top of bridge, way in the back. He falls eventually to that Tech 9, and there goes ropz. Oh, no, this is getting sketchy. Karrigan's got the pistol out, but Rain...
So solo holds on either side. Karrigan at least trying to get a little bit of information. Too little, too late. Twist hears it. He's ready. Sprays in. Line up. He's got 3. They went through the narrowest choke point. This round might be turned on its head. Twist on 13 HP. Hades on the 8 WP, and Karrigan is on the move. He knows exactly where he is, and that AK is going to be a damn problem if Hades doesn't find a shot fast enough. Catches out Twist in transition, though no man's land in the open. Hades extinguishes it in time. That actually gives Karrigan's position away. He thought he had enough to do it. He thought perhaps he could get away with throwing the Molotov on top of him. And now Hades is going to plant the bomb and cleanly get reset. Forget the HP. This AWP is in the picture.
He can bail out the CT spawn. He can go heaven. He's got options.
Karrigan has to spot him in doing that, though. And if he looks toward Catwalk, he would find him, but not quite. Hades has the position right. He's going to go over toward jungle. He has the advantage in this. Karrigan gave it away. He didn't expect him to have the utility to be able to cover off the flames at his feet. A second Molotov picked up, gets thrown toward the sandbags, but it'll all be blind long enough not to be seen, and he would get away with it, but Twist just happens to turn to his left with enough vision to spot him.
He took his time. I thought he was actually just going to continue walking over to jail, over towards the corner, and that would have been the safety he needed. Unfortunately, caught full in the face with the flashbang. So, no more presence. That's the play at B. I think Karrigan is considering coming through Monster Tunnel when that smoke fades. They're going to have the information. Oh, excuse me. Rain goes down. broky didn't quite have that angle. Now he's pushed up towards bathrooms. ropz is rotated back towards A. We're into a 4-on-4, but very little utility. 2 Molotovs and a smoke. What positions do you want to burn out? What positions do you want to block off?
broky so close, but comfortable in that position. He's got Madden already. Hades doesn't dare go forward, as this time I think he's one step too far removed from his underworld and his lair. He's got more invaders suddenly living in his own hell as they're going to get tied up on 11-11 yet once more. And then AWP, oh my
As well with timing, Spinks has been spotted. Immediate dink and cleanup from Twist. Him and ropz combining to control the entire center of the map, which Ence know they have to deal with, even if they don't want to. As unpleasant as it may seem, they have to go try and take it back, and ropz is making them pay. Triple kill in the round so far, and it all started with the shot onto Diha. And this is the money for Ence gone. This is why I said this was a risky call. but one that I don't doubt, or I don't fault them for making, knowing the economic situation of FaZe as well.
All right, cool.
For FaZe in this second half alone to snatch this lead in such powerful fashion. Nice double up from Rain, nice triple up from Rain. And he's got safety.
So a multi-kill from Twist that almost turns around. They end up getting away with it. Hades saves it. You get a massive multi-kill in the last round from ropz, and then this time it's Rain's turn. You're seeing the individual performances yet again from FaZe stepping up. Everyone has been such a part of this team, and I think that's why karrigan, you know, I mentioned the late night preparation. Look, he's no stranger to being an in-game leader. He's put in the hard work before, but I think he's more motivated than ever right now, knowing that he has a real chance at becoming the #1 team in the world, I mean, getting his redemption.
Top to bottom, in some senses, this is probably the best, I guess, best amount of tools that he's had. Like, oh, this is awful. If they turn this corner, this timing is everything. Utility is going to be out. karrigan's going to have to make a run in towards the pit. Spinks, not aware where anyone is. They found an open bomb site. They have no idea where the defenders are. It's got to be a little bit weird. karrigan's close up.
That smoke, the one we just saw in front of karrigan, saves them, but Twist goes above and beyond. He'll shut the bomb down anyway, because I thought karrigan was denied the chance to do so. And a bomb going down, despite the awkwardness and the chaos within the site that it was about to ensue inevitably, they could have backed off on it. Now, they have to uncomfortably fight forward, and Diaz desperate to try and get that bomb down once more. ropz going to take the same approach, saved by Hades. That might be the round saved altogether. Rain's waiting. He's in the wings. They don't know where he is. They're searching toward the monster, and he's going to lose track of Dia, who's dropped down inside of the pit. My God, the timing. How it's favored, how it's switched, how he's spotted. Nice shot back onto Dia. Rain tagged to 19, and Hades, who's clutched out a one-on-one already versus Twist, has to do the same. And again, it's Rain. This time, not toward Monster. He's going to go back out toward the sandbags. MP9, close angle. Bomb to be planted by Snappy. ropz unwilling to go around the corner, knowing there's still an AWP, would have been able to spot that. But now he's aware that he has to go forward, that he has to try and find this kill, and still Hades has not found the other, so this time...
able to control it on the CT side. Back to Monster we go.
karrigan extinguishes flames already. They'll expect that he's returned to the position of the barrels, and they'll put more utility there, make it very uncomfortable for him. Somehow he's evaded most of that. Second Molotov doesn't touch him. He goes unscathed, and only a bit of damage from the grenade. It still doesn't work out. He jumps out and gives himself up, but the kills come in from ropz.
They have to bail out again.
Broky,
it's money.
You're absolutely right. It's the good thing is it's the 2 rifles that survive, but the round gone 14-14. We've got a tie game, and Ence putting a late charge in for this.
Yeah, and Snappy doing almost like karrigan-esque, like calling just a straight-up rush, going far off script, back-to-back fast-paced rounds towards the B bomb site to be able to get in and find that plant. FaZe even had 4 defenders at that bomb site. They still couldn't hold on to it. Nice work from Ence with the utility usage, the smoke wall, the counter flashbangs as well. Right in. broky going to sit this out. These should be pretty much the only 2 weapons they have in the next round. And I imagine we'll see a timeout from FaZe.
Rain's gonna have to be very careful. That's the rifle in play.
Oh, it missed. It missed.
It did miss. You're absolutely right. He gets dinked either way, but it's only through the edge of the boxes. He's got to be careful not to go down, though, when he does. Madden's got the shot. broky has come over to cover off the site. He takes out Spinks, but a Molotov forced out to jungle will put him straight into the crosshair of Hades, and Snappy seems to be suspicious of an area uncleared. Twist comes out into it, and rightfully so. They stare it down. Snappy with a great read. Good call. karrigan at least recovers the AWP, but Ence, they've reached map point first.
Bro, imagine missing the toxic barrel Molotovs at 14-14 when the entire strategy depends on it landing. That's a disaster that could have been. Ence, I like this. Hunting for karrigan with that AWP. They know he grabbed it. He's going to tuck himself into it. At this kind of the bomb site, everything has been done over towards B, so why not just take that option away from them and force them to do something they haven't been able to succeed at throughout this half?
Forward of the smoke, Rain. Saw the shadow. Ready for the peek. Still the shot comes through. Madden wins out the exchange. He goes down to 22. An important win, but ropz positioned perfectly to capitalize. And with no further action, look at Twist's position. Oh, this could be huge.
Unless clear this.
Well, unless they turn, yeah, okay, you're right. They look, but not far enough. They look back. It's a headshot, clean for 1. Now that's information at least. I was gonna say you either check it or you might get lucky that you turn around to line up utility, but they're gonna rush it in. 2 players, and already they've gotten karrigan back in position. They don't think they're gonna arrive that fast. They think Twist was anchoring. karrigan's got to hit the shot.
At the very least, they know where karrigan is. Twist, excuse me, has rotated all the way back. ropz is gonna start getting aggressive. FaZe have a good timing on all these flanks and all these rotations.
Good find from ropz. Madden down. Now they know they're locked. They have to commit. karrigan slides out. Bomb dropped again. It's turning. FaZe somehow holding their nerve. ropz getting enough information for them not to over-rotate and overreact. And karrigan doubles up. Dia down. Bomb again at his feet. And he's not done there. Twist is going to come out and trade Spinks. Round to FaZe. They open overtime first.
Yeah, they had no business winning that round. And I think part of the issue, or part of the reason, Ence, as I just mentioned, with inexperience getting to these kinds of situations, the last thing to kind of click for teams sometimes is that killer instinct. And Ence, it felt like this round had FaZe beat a number of ways for a long time. The slow play, the individualistic fights to follow it up in this 5-on-3, no grouping up, no focus on trading. FaZe able to take the round right back, as unlikely as it felt. 16-15.
Molly went to the park side that time, not top stairs. They extinguish it. Water nade. Lands beside Spinks, but just inside of the corner, he only takes 6 damage from it. No aggression this time from the CTs at all. Broky, the only one that's over toward the A side. He's actually going to start to head out toward bathrooms now. It's Madden that's already started to clear top middle. Dia down below. Spinks at water. It's pretty much a forced passive play right now from FaZe. With that in mind, broky can at least see toward top connector from his position.
A lot of attention on Monster. These first 2 rounds of overtime from FaZe Clan, this is where they got beaten and bruised in regulation. I think they're going to try and go through this. Oh, there's a lot riding on this. karrigan blind. Twist turns. Oh, great play. karrigan's even able to add 1 more, and that puts a stop to everything. Another smoke in towards Monster. karrigan's got the pistol out. He has no ammunition, just 2 bullets. He's going to tuck himself behind the pillar and wait for reinforcements to arrive.
Waited for Twist to be able to turn and cover so that karrigan knew he had time to reload. It doesn't matter if they reload, if they have Spinks staring them down. 2 great responses from him that clear out both of those positions that were problems. Rain already inside sight. A nice little position up on top of the wall pipe. Gives him a headshot angle, or at least a level angle to look toward sandbags. broky, oh, he's spotted. Nice play from Snappy. broky's got him in return.
Time.
You're absolutely right. 6 seconds. They're on it. They're planting. Smoke down. But it means they know exactly where the planter is. Spraying in, trying to do the damage. It's Hades again, though. Evasive, as always, is alive again with his AWP to try and clutch back another round in overtime in a 1-on-2. No way. Smoke down, makes it awkward, but he catches out 80s. broky, the timing in his favor, and he looks up toward the window. Even though they aren't going for the boost, he's calling that they're on the railing, and that's why you're getting spam going back in that direction with karrigan already down. They're only now starting to clear.
Oh, broky missed the shot. I don't even mind it. A flashbang comes in as well. ropz was blinded. Oh, actually, ropz killed broky. Oh, Lord.
He was flashed. Yeah. He fired into the door, killed his teammate, and then left it easy for Spinks to turn around and capitalize. That was chaotic, and it worked.
Oh, that's got to feel horrible. What an awkward sequence that is.
Especially because broky was actually getting himself into a relevant position.
Yeah, broky was making a play, and you admire it, because that smoke usually indicates Spinks was going to get aggressive. broky's coming through the smoke to solve the problem and just gets shot in the face.
Rotation from Hades. ropz already trying to get in. Rain, he's been so successful from sandbags in the first half. Needs more than that now, though, because his teammates are dropping. Twist with 1 back, but didn't see Dia sneaking up and over the top. He gets 2.
Closing it ever so slowly.
Huge flank. Game-defining flank in Hades. Once again, the wall they cannot penetrate will shut out the AWP player on FaZe. With broky down, Hades has empty alleyway and empty aim to fire down a karrigan. No one to force him off the angle. ropz finally trades it, but here's Madden. And already the bomb drop. Rain in a 1-on-3 for the map. The series to go 1-1. And we switch back over to Ence's territory next as well. Their map pick to follow as Rain goes hunting. Molotov to hold off bank, just trying to isolate the situation, and it's such a desperate one for him to be in. Not going to get anywhere. Flash comes out. Dia's got the win, and Ence will take the map. It took a while, but they got there in the end, and FaZe falls short at the end, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely incredible that Ence is able to recover that game in the second half. It looked like FaZe was just going to march away with it. It was a 9-2 run to open up the second half when FaZe switched over to the CT side. But again, it's one of the great things about this.